Welcome back to the Perkins Perspective. I'm Denny. I'm going to tell you a story tonight about my Paw Paw. As I stated before, I love my Paw Paw and I miss my Paw Paw. But my Paw Paw did some pretty amazing things in his life, and this is just one of them. You see, my Paw Paw used to go out and just walk around. We all know from the stories he was probably out in the woods one day and he was tending to a steal. I'll put it that way. And while he was out there, he heard a noise in the trees and he hid behind one because he thought, oh my goodness, here comes the law. I'm in trouble. And he just kept hearing noise. He looked around and there was a big old buck coming running down the trail right toward him. He was just inebriated enough. He jumped out from behind that tree, grabbed that deer, spun its neck around, wrestled that deer until he broke its neck. And that's a true story. My papa did that. Now, two boys come running up with their dogs. Their dogs was chasing the deer, and they knew Papa. And they said, oh, Mr. Linwood, we'll take care of the deer, we'll clean it, we'll dress it, and we'll bring it to you at home. Papa had to make his way back home and ended up having to be put in the hospital because he basically tore every muscle in his body. He was all sprained up and messed up, and he had to stay in the hospital a while. When he got out of the hospital, he said, them boys ever bring that deer by? And they're like, no, Daddy, he didn't bring the deer by. They didn't bring it at all. So Papa Papa took down the deer, and I've never heard of anything like that. But that's the way my Papa was, and I can tell you, from us growing up with the man, he was as stout as a mule. Always was. He always wanted to do the old hand wrestling, the Indian wrestling as he called it. And all of us got kind of wise to it. After about 3 times of him putting us on the ground and us begging for mercy, and he wouldn't let go. He wouldn't let go. He thought it was the funniest thing in the world. He was taking down these half-grown youngins. He's putting us all on our back. Well, Kevin, my cousin, decided he was just tough enough he was going to take Papa down. When Papa locked fingers with Kevin, and Kevin was strong. He was stout as a mule too. But all Papa did was pop them wrists one good time over, and Kevin was begging for mercy. Papa laid him all the way on the ground. And Kevin he took it. He took it like a champ. But Papa was strong. And when I say that, I mean it. And this is after when he was younger. He was out. He was a logger. He worked for the Clark bunch here in Berry, and he would cut trees for him and all. And a tree fell on him and broke his back. And Papa had to spend a lot of time in traction because of that. And he was still that strong. But anyway, that was just a little story about my Papa, and it's always tickled us to talk about it. Just like his favorite song, he had a couple when he would be getting right, and he always liked that song by Three Dog Night that starts out that Jeremiah was a bullfrog. Papa loved that song. And he always loved Charlie Pride, Kiss an Angel Good Morning. I'll remember those to the day I die. I'm still trying to, for my little music collection, I'm going to find me a Three Dog Night and a Charlie Pride album, just so when I look at them, I can always remember Papa. Anyway, y'all be good, or you better be good at it. And if you're going to be dumb, you better be tough, just like my Papa was. Love y'all. Catch you later.